Hello. Hello. Oh. We got screens up. We got screens up. Hello, everybody. Hello. Is my volume on? I'm checking everything. I'm on. I said 20. Yeah, okay. I was going to say I'm on in 20 minutes. I thought I was late. Here I am. A little early. What is up, everybody? Let me see the chat real quick. Oh my God, I've been so busy this week. I've been running from job to job. Oh, I thought I cut myself shaving. Am I bleeding? I just shaved real quick. Like I shaved my neck and stuff. I feel like I just cut myself. But I think it's just, I don't think it's a cut. I don't know what it is. Hello, bees. The dude JB. We got Colvin. We got Surge 2200. We got Amelia. We got Vero G. We got Daniel O'Day. Luther Pendragon. We definitely have Alex Villalobos. And who else is in here? Indigore. I Am, I Can, I Will. Carl Davis. McGuigan. Did I get everybody? I think I might have got everybody. The dude. Oh, we got D. Here he is. He's saying he's here. I think he's here. Nuckin' Futz. Nuckin' Futz always gets me. I feel like that's something I used to say a lot when I was like younger. Nuckin' Futz. I feel like I went through a phase where I said Nuckin' Futz a lot, or like at least enough to think about it right now. Must have been a busy week. Lesa Pocky. Hello, my friend. I think were you up here? I feel like I just saw your name for the first time. I think I did. Lesa Pocky, what is up? As always, guys, I have. Oh, did I get the same flavor? Oh, good. Thanks, God. I was like, I don't want to get the same flavor. I have I feel like I've never got this variety pack before, but there is a new variety pack that had passion fruit, tangerine, and then my all-time favorite, watermelon. I feel like watermelon is in several of them, but I got 3 of them for the live stream. I figure I already had 2. Don't want to go too far, so I got 3 for the live stream. I got my bottle of water. I could get a kombucha at some point. Got my coffee with rum and Radiator prepared, so ready for tonight. Colvin, much needed Radiator. I did my Radiator right before, if you didn't see when I jumped on, but you probably did. Haven't had the chance to see campaign 3's new episode yet. Hopefully no spoilers, guys. No spoilers for campaign 3. I mean, I feel like people wouldn't say too spoilerific of things because at some point I'm going to get into campaign 3. So I feel like people wouldn't, but don't ruin it. You sons of... No, I know. We're all actually... I mean, the majority of us in here are regulars. I feel like if I added all the names I just said, there's at least 20 that I solidly know as regulars. So that's like a good 75 to 80% of the chat is people that we see on a steady basis. That's good. I'm enjoying some famous Narragansett this evening. Cheers. Oh, Narragansett. That is the beer. Isn't Narragansett the beer? Oh, what is that from? That's from something. Narragansett is the beer they drink. Is it in Friday the 13th? Hey, View. That pink pony. What is up, my friend? Oh, Jaws. Narragansett is Jaws. I didn't see it in the chat yet. I think it's Jaws. Narragansett beer. I think it's Jaws. I'm going to have a drink, guys. I'm going to chill for a second. I'm going to read the comments. Jay, I got to tell you about a new merch item in case you don't know yet. Nesting dolls of characters, including Frumpkin. Okay, I got to go buy. I Am, I Can, I Will. Nesting dolls of characters. What is nesting dolls? Is that a company or is that a thing? I want to buy things. Guys, I've been buying tons of movie props. I've gotten in this like freaking, I don't know. All of a sudden, I just want to buy movie props. So I got an Inigo Montoya sword coming. It should be here in like a week or 2. And I just bought the Heartstopper knife from Rambo. It is like the actual knife, sharpened and everything. I just want to start getting like really cool movie props. And these are like things I've always wanted since I was a kid. And I'm going to buy them all now and deck my whole house out in weapons of movies. If anyone tries to rob my house, they'll be killed by Inigo Montoya's sword. Alex Villalobos, there are a couple good operas, but you have to be in the mood for it. Oh, I keep banging my mic. I think I missed something earlier, but that was directed to someone else anyway. The nesting dolls are on the Critical Role store. It's an item. Oh, okay. Oh, I think he's saying that they're getting from nesting dolls, including from, maybe there's new ones. I guess there's new ones. I guess he said there is new merch item. Okay. Maybe I thought maybe he was saying that Frumpkin is like back in stock. Russian nesting dolls. I feel like I know what that is. I feel like I've heard of that, but I can't picture it in my head. Are they the things that go inside themselves? Are the nesting dolls the ones that go bloop, 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 and they get bigger and smaller? I think that's what that is. The nesting dolls are really good. Got them this week. The nesting dolls are on the Critical Role store. Alex Villalobos, that's a good one, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. They're the ones that, so they're not like cuddly stuffed animals, I'm assuming. Or could you have a stuffed animal version of that? I'm assuming they're hard and they stack. I mean, I guess you could also have soft ones. I've never seen soft ones, though. That's a bit insane, Jay. Who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff? Guys, I got a new Whoop. How many of you have heard of Whoop? I had my dad get a ring. I believe it's called the Aura Ring, and it monitors all of his heart, and it monitors everything he does during the day. And probably not, I don't know. They say it's like a very advanced, and they say it's very accurate. I don't know how accurate it is, but it monitors everything, and I could give it to his doctors, and it actually helps a lot with his heart condition. This was a more advanced one that was a watch, and I had already gotten him the ring because this was a 4-month back order, and I wanted to get something that he could use like right away. So I'm trying the watch out, and it's pretty friggin' cool. It does like everything. It monitors everything in your body. And I'm not sponsoring it or anything. I'm just saying it's pretty freaking cool. I've been using it. I started using it yesterday, and it said it needs 4 days of straight data for it to start like giving you proper analysis. So all I know is it monitors your sleep. And last night, Sammy kept waking me up and biting my fingers, and I slept horribly. And when I woke up this morning, it was like, you were in bed for 9 hours, but actually slept for 5. And it showed every time that Sammy bit my fingers, my heart rate jumped up, and it was pretty freaking awesome. So I am going to wear it and see if I like it better than my dad's ring. And then if so, I will get him one as well. But I'm going to use this baby from now on because it's pretty awesome. It shows my workouts. I lifted weights today, and it showed everything. And I've monitored myself on other machines and stuff, and it seems to be pretty solid. Anywho, better be very accurate for the price. That's creepy. It's five. Now, I don't know. Some people might think this is a lot. It's $500, but that gives you the watch itself, which has obviously like technology in it. It's not just a band. And it's for a 2-year subscription. So like $500, it was $480 to be exact. And it got me the watch with the technology shipped to my house that included shipping. And it gives you 2 years. You get 24 hour a day, 7 day a week customer service. Like I can call someone right now and be like, I want to work out. You got to help me. And they have to help me. So I don't think it's that bad. If you do the math, it's like $20 a month. And that includes the technology and the shipping. So I don't think it's that bad. Most things at work that I lift are at least 30 to 50 pounds. So no need for the gym, LOL. I do the same thing. My job is moving. I do house cleanouts. I do demolition. I do construction. So my whole life is lifting. But then I've done that my whole life. I go 9 to 5 doing construction, heavy ass laborious work. And then I go to the gym for like 2 or 3 hours a day, every day for like 5 to 6 days a week. But then like 2 years ago, I blew out my right arm, so I couldn't do it as much. $500, but it's $500 for 2 years. If you do it over time, it is literally like if you just didn't have a coffee once a week. That's how I look at it. If I don't have like a Starbucks coffee once a week, it pays for it and it tracks everything. So, like, God forbid I have a heart condition, which runs in my family. The reason my brother has one too, because every male on my dad's side has died of a heart attack. My dad's 66 and is in really bad shape, and my dad's brother just died younger than him at 65. So, it's one of those things where we're like, if this saves my life, it's worth $250 a year. I feel like, right? With 2-year customer service isn't bad. Yeah, it's literally like a personal trainer built into your wrist that tracks everything every minute of every day. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, what is your life worth? I'll sacrifice a beer to get something that tracks my health. I don't know. I figured it was pretty cool. If it works, like everyone said. I mean, it seems like it does because I've tracked myself in other ways in the past. And it seems pretty accurate, at least enough so for me to have peace of mind. And what is peace of mind worth? I'd pay $500 for one, and I paid $500 for Inigo Montoya's sword. I get one sword, one-time deal. Here's Inigo Montoya's sword. This could save my life. I mean, Inigo Montoya's sword could save my life. Someone breaks into my house and I can't get to my gun or anything. I don't even have a gun, so how would I even get to it? But Inigo Montoya's sword might save my life. I don't know. That I mean, it all serves a purpose, right? Hey, Jay, not going to be able to stay long. I'm working on a project tonight. Hopefully, I'll be able to make it next week. Alex, I will never forgive you for this travesty. How dare you? No, it's totally fine. I understand. I get it. People got things to do. It's totally chill. Not likely, but you never know, and that's why. What if this thing and Inigo Montoya's sword saved my life? 2 things in 1 week, $500 purchases. Inigo Montoya's sword was only $400, but it was like $25 for shipping. But what if right now a guy breaks into my house and I'm having a heart attack and the only thing I could grab is Inigo Montoya's sword, and I go like this and I turn and he falls on Inigo Montoya's sword, and now I get over my heart attack because this thing alerted my family, because it does that. It alerts people. So it alerts my family that I'm having a heart attack because some guy broke into my house and I would have been killed. It wouldn't have even mattered if I had this, but Inigo Montoya's sword saved my life. And this saved my life because it alerted my family. I think that was a worthwhile purchase, guys. What do you think? I think so. I have a saving goal for Sting. I really want that mounted on my wall. I saw Arya's dagger. The place where I got Inigo Montoya's sword had Arya's dagger. But I don't know. It's not really something I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking it. It's just not something I would want. I want like swords or big ass knives or something like that. Arya's, it's like a slick little stealthy dagger. I just don't, it's just not me, I guess. I mean, there's other things I'd rather have. Let's say that. Because if there was nothing else, I'd be like, oh, I will take it. That is awesome. But there's like a lot of other things I'd prefer. Oh, okay. But never get into a game of death with a Sicilian when death is on the line. Oh, I said that even though you repeated it. I mean, I repeated it. Don Ray Hinojosa. Did I say that right? Don Ray Hinojosa? I think it's Hinojosa. But I don't know if, I feel like I've seen Don Ray in the chat before, but I don't feel like I've seen that last name. I don't know. You might be fairly new to the chat. Welcome if you are. Either way, welcome to the chat. But yes, Inigo Montoya's sword, you could buy it right now. I saw you were the one that was earlier up there. You could go buy Inigo Montoya's sword right now. It is on pre-order from sideshow.com. I found it randomly last week and I bought it. So I think it said there was a limit of 700, so maybe it's sold out. I don't know. But there is like around 700 available, and I bought 698 of them. So there are 2 left, guys. Go get them. I have 4 anime swords and a Sting dagger. Jade C, what is up? I started recently, like I said, buying. I've always had movie memorabilia, movie replica, stuff like that. But I usually always got like knockoffs or something. There are very few things I have that are real. Like up here is like the Freddy Krueger sword. The Freddy Krueger glove. That is legit. That is like $500 something, $600, something like that. I have a lightsaber that's legit. But other than that, a lot of it's just like knockoffs and stuff. But I want to start like building a house full of actual replicas, like real deal certificate of authenticity. I'm going to hang up. I don't know what to do because I love Han Solo Cat, but I have signed authentic shorts from Dolph Lundgren from Rocky 4. Rocky 4, I've said before to you guys, the most watched movie I've ever seen in my life. I have signed Dolph Lundgren Russian Rocky boxing trunks, and they're already hung in a shadow box that's bigger than the Han Solo Cat, and I kind of want to put it there, but I also, then I'd have to retire Han Solo Cat, so I don't know. It is N-O, it's Hosa. Oh, okay. Hino Hosa? So, it's N-O Hosa. I've been around generally since your first, then I definitely feel like I've seen Don Ray. I just don't remember the last part, but I apologize. I definitely feel like I've seen it. Hello, man. Good vibes. Marcelo Lucas. Is that Marcelo? Marcello? It's either Marcello or Marcelo. But either way, welcome, my friend. Pistols O'Brien. I see you in here. I don't know. Pistols O'Brien. Certain names just get me going. And I feel like Pistols O'Brien would be like my best friend in the Wild West. Like I'm going out to get a beer and I'm hitting up Pistols O'Brien because that is the guy I want watching my back when I get insanely intoxicated, which would be the case if I was living in, well, it would be the case no matter where I live, because what would it matter if I'm in the Wild West when I'm doing it right now? I saw that already. I just want to, I'm sure I've missed things. Are you left-handed? I am not. I am right-handed. Right-handed. They said to use your less dominant hand for the strap. That's why, in case you're wondering why it's on this wrist, they said do your less dominant hand. I guess so you're not constantly shaking. That's my guess. I guess they're thinking that like whatever dominant hand you are, you're going to use more often, and it would probably maybe shake more. I don't know. I feel like that may have nothing to do with it, but there's got to be a reason. And that's what they said. Always wear a watch on your non-dominant hand. Is that a thing? Maybe that is a thing. See, I never wear watches. I own like 2 or 3 fancy watches for weddings and funerals. Literally, I have a place in my closet that I put watches, and I'm almost positive I've never worn them except for a funeral and a wedding. That's the only time I've ever worn watches. I usually barely have sleeves. I usually have sleeveless shirts. I'm lucky if I wear a jacket, so wearing watches is never a thing. But when I go to weddings and funerals, I try to look nice and fancy. So I have like a watch. I'll wear like chain or a necklace or a cross or something. I try to be like nice. I try to look presentable because most of my life I look like a bum. A freaking bum. I have to put my nephew to bed. Be right back, Amelia. We'll all sit here and wait. I'm not going to say a word until you get back. Anyway, left-handed was a princess. Oh my God, yes, left-handed is a princess. I was thinking that, but then I also just went into a tangent because I thought it was weird that you put this on your less dominant hand. So I let myself get taken by everything. That is the correct way to wear it. That's why you're not always lifting things against it when all right, so it's more like rubbing it and hitting it into things. I get it. It's less likely to be a detriment and get destroyed. I also was thinking, it's interesting. There's a charging device that's like literally the size of a quarter that just slides over it and it charges it, and you plug that thing in and it charges this. So I never have to take this off my wrist if I don't want to. I mean, I could, but the little charging thing goes right over it. It blows my mind, honestly, because it literally is like a little quarter size thing. And I just slap it over this thing, and one charge will last like a week. And even when I'm charging it, it's like I don't even notice it's there because I plug that thing in and then I charge that, and then that goes over this. It's very awesome technology. I like new technology. I'm willing to pay money to be guinea pigging, and I just like to guinea pig it. Like I like all the new massagers and stuff that I have that are percussion massagers for muscles. I get really bad back aches and muscle aches and stuff from all the lifting and laborious work I do. So every time a new percussion massage gun comes out, they could be like hundreds of dollars. And I'll buy it just because every now and then you hit on something amazing. And it's like, I want the newest, bestest technology so that my body can heal so I don't crumble into dust. I'm very into fitness. Like this is like, I only spend money like that on certain things. And when it comes to fitness and my body, cause I do a lot of labor. I have to do a lot of manual labor. So I have to keep myself fit and I have to keep myself strong. So I will go the extra mile and pay money for things like this to keep myself fit. I mean, I'm 40 years old and I can still bench press like 300 pounds. And this is after I frigged up my arm for 2 years. Every time I think of how I screwed up my arm, I have to rub it. It's like some weird phantom pain. Anyhow, it can depend though. Diving, I don't know what that's about. P.S. I'm just in chat more tonight because I actually am home. Maybe that's why. Daniel O'Day, it could depend though. I'm trying to see what we're following up from. It could depend. E.g. Sucka diving. The dive computer goes on the right since left. Oh, we're talking about watches. We're talking about like the arm, dominant hands. Got my popcorn. Does anybody know the timestamp? All right, let's get set up. Yeah, because we got to start. I mean, we do have probably like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I mean, we're probably about 20 minutes technically. But yeah, what is the timestamp, my friends? Do we know? I always have it written down, and then I always run into here, and I totally forget to do it every time. I know it's right. Obviously, it's right after the break. I could probably figure it out, but someone might know. And what is the point of me even writing it down all the time? 14930. Oh, look, 2 people in a row. Up, one person gives a 3-second difference. So one of you is lying to me. No, I know. Because it probably starts where he talks. All good. Right in that vicinity. All right. We're going to go into that realm. I'm going to get the clock going. Anybody else? How's everybody else doing? Everything good? The rest of my week was torture. I had to train a new kid at work. And 2 days, first 2 days, Monday, Tuesday, I lost Merrick, who's like one of the best workers I've ever had at the arcade, and had to train a new kid who's never had a job in his life. He never had a job in his life. So I had to basically teach a person how to work. Like, it's like, not only did I have to train him how to do this job, I had to train him what it's like to have a job. So it was a little rough, and it's still a little rough. And he's working tomorrow with a different manager who is not nearly as easy as me, in the sense of I'm usually pretty easygoing and I don't get on your case right away. If you do it for 3 months and you can't do anything, then I usually get a little angry. Not angry, but I usually am like, all right, you got to figure this out or I'm going to cry. But I don't know. It really took its toll on me because I didn't expect it to be as difficult as it was. It was probably the hardest person I've ever had to train in 25 years. And I've trained everybody that's come in and out of the arcade in the last 25 years. Probably the hardest one yet. I'm just setting everything up. I'm reading the chat in a second. Oh, I totally messed up. I had to open a different window. But besides that, my other job, the construction company, is insanely busy. It was dead for a month, and then all of a sudden it's crazy busy. So that was good. It's making money, but I was like, oh my God, the week I got to train the new guy is the busiest week I've had in 3 months with my other stuff. And then there's YouTube, as always. So my week has been quite busy. I am just putting up the stop clock. I opened it all up and got it all ready, and then I realized I did it with the wrong window. All right, so we got back to this. 1:48:38 I'll do. I'll do right in the middle. What are you doing here? 1:38. And we'll do, 1:48:38. 1:48:38. Okay. Set the time. All right. We're good there. Good manager, bad manager routine. Work it rough for sure. Yeah, they're freaking. It's not even like a good cop, bad cop intentionally. I am like everyone's buddy at the arcade. I've worked there since I was 16. Most of the guys that I hired have still worked there to this day for like at least the last, there's at least two guys that I have that have been there over 10 or 12 years, and another guy that's been there at least 8 to 10 years. So three of my best workers have been there for at least a decade, maybe longer, maybe a decade and a half. So we're all like friends. We used to drink together, we used to party together, and we're all like responsible adults now. So every one of them is great. But then every now and then someone moves on, does something else. I don't blame them because there's only so much I could pay them. And then I got to hire young kids. So Merrick was the youngest kid I ever hired, and he was phenomenal. But he had school, college coming up. He had to quit. And now it's just struggle. Right now, you guys see the work market. I'm sure even if you don't hire people or do that kind of thing, you've seen in the news. It is miserable trying to find someone to work right now. Nobody. We've put out applications in every college, everywhere, to work at an arcade. That's like most kids' dreams. It was mine. That's why I did it. It's like most people die to work at an arcade, and nobody wants a job. We pay cash money, decent wages, and nobody wants. They're just like, nope, I'm good. I could live with my parents and I don't have to work. They don't care. And I'm like, I hate everybody. And then I cry. Well, I don't actually cry. All right, there we go. Boop. I'm getting like so crazy about the placement of this. All right. See, I'm like totally losing my mind. All right, opening one more window. We're getting the actual episode itself up. I'll talk a little more. I mean, it's still a little early. Every time I start earlier than 9:30, somebody's like, Jay, you told me 9:30. You broke my soul. And I kind of don't blame them because I do say I'll usually start 9:30. I mean, I never say I'll start exactly 9:30, but I say usually I jump on at 9. Like today, I got on at 8:45, 8:50. So it's like usually I am a little earlier, I think, but I get if people are like annoyed that they miss it because they anticipate it at a certain time. So here we go. I'm getting the lighting perfect. Perfect. There we go. Oh, what am I doing? I literally just was supposed to pause it and I didn't look. All right. Almost there, guys. Boop, boop, boop. I went back on Sideshow last night and I was almost going to buy the Ford action figure. I told you guys I already bought Bo. There's a 12-inch tall Bo adult action figures, I call them. Hot Toy, Sideshow. I was almost going to buy Ford. All right, we're starting at 39 just because I'm an idiot and I missed it again. But yeah, Ford, I took another look. I just feel like it isn't as great as I hoped it would be. But I still don't think it's bad. So I might end up pulling the trigger and buying the Ford one too. Because I'm thinking it isn't like they're going to make a different Ford one anytime soon. It's either I buy this one or I wait probably forever. Because they're probably not going to make a second Mighty Nein Ford Hot Toy. They usually only do that with like Iron Man and stuff like that. So I had a drink. I was literally dying in my soul. So I was thinking, I can't not have Ford. I'm going to get everybody. I'm not going to just be like, oh, I'm going to get everybody else. And Ford is not perfect in my mind, so I won't get him. I've got to get them all. And there's 6 of them, if you count Ashley Johnson, 7. So I'm thinking, I'm going to definitely want Not and Jester. Caleb is, I don't know, I got to see him. I feel like Caleb is just going to look like a human. And I think sometimes it's weird to just buy a statue of a human. Like he's going to look like a homeless human. So unless they make it look cool, I'm assuming Frumpkin's going to be on him. If Frumpkin's on him, hands down, I'm buying Caleb's. And they are going to put Frumpkin in his thing. How could they not make a toy with Caleb and not involve Frumpkin? So if that is the case, they could also do Jocasta at this point. But I'm assuming I'm going to definitely want not Jester, Caleb, and Molly. And I'm already buying Bo. So what am I going to do? Not buy Ford? That's my point. So I'm probably going to pull the trigger. It says you have till, I think, May to pre-order Ford. So I got a month to think about it. It's $200. It's a lot of money, but it's one of those things where I think it'll eat at me if I don't buy it. And God forbid it sells out and I can't buy it ever and I have to like seek the world for it. I might kill myself. I think Molly was Mattel. We still starting at 9:30? Yes, we're starting at 9:30. CJ Cook, what is up? Bidet, everybody. It's M. Gormley. Whatever happened to the Molly figure? Did the limited run end? Oh, I think that's what people are saying with the Mattel thing. I don't know what that is. Actually, I think I did see like less expensive figures. Because when I was looking at the Sideshow stuff, they're like hundreds of dollars. But I feel like something did come up in the feed that had like $30 to $40 action figures of something. But at that point, I was like, I'm already at Sideshow. I'm not going to, I already bought Bo. And I'm like, what am I going to do? Buy the cheaper versions of the other guys and then have this really kick-ass Bo? I'm going to have to buy the badass versions of everybody. And they're also doing Vox Machina, which is surprising to me that the Mighty Nein came out before Vox Machina. Isn't that weird to you guys? Vax and Vex are the only Vox Machina ones. Bo and Ford are the only Mighty Nein. But Bo and Ford come out this month and next month. And then the Vox Machina ones come out late May into July, June, July. And then Grog pre-orders, I think, start around July or August. So it's just weird to me that Vox Machina has already come out as a show in January, and Mighty Nein was campaign 2, and they already have toys coming out. I don't know. I thought that was a little weird, but I don't mind. Maybe, I think you guys told me campaign 2 was campaign 2 much more popular, I think you guys told me, but they're starting with Vox Machina because it's campaign 1 and that's where you'd start. I don't know. You guys would be better telling me. King Arthur had a message retracted, but welcome, King Arthur. It would be blasphemy if Frumpkin isn't with Caleb. That's what I've got to assume. Caleb has to have Frumpkin. I mean, you guys, I love the look of Frumpkin. The orange looks great. He almost kind of reminds me of like Tigger. Like the way Tigger looks, but like in a tiny cat. M9 had some budget. The Mighty Nein had more budget. Oh, more budget. More people started there. McFarlane did toys. Mighty Nein is more popular than Vox Machina. I'm surprised based on that. I'm surprised that the Mighty Nein didn't get a show before Vox Machina. Like I said, I guess they just want to start at the beginning. It'd be like doing Star Wars and being like, oh, people like Empire Strikes Back more, so let's do that first. It wouldn't have made sense. I like Empire and Return better than A New Hope, so it kind of makes sense there. Mighty Nein start at the level 1 as level 1 on stream. Okay. Campaign 2 is more new to D&D and more D&D friendly. Their own studio and company were founded during Mighty Nein. Oh, okay. Ray. Who's Ray? The cheaper ones were Percy and Vex action figures. Oh, okay. So that's McFarlane toys. McFarlane makes crazy toys. Have you guys ever seen the Wizard of Oz McFarlane toys? There is Dark Evil Wizard of Oz McFarlane toys. Some of the craziest shit I ever seen. I love it. I almost bought all of them just because they're all so dark and sinister. There was also another line. There was like fairy tales, like dark fairy tales or something. Something came out around the same time. There was Wizard of Oz and dark something else. Maybe Alice in Wonderland, but I feel like there was a couple different things. The fans wanted a Vox Machina animation. The story of Mighty Nein was still in the making. Okay. Oh, that's right. Because that's correct. That's probably got a lot to do with it. Because I feel like the Kickstarter was 3 years ago, maybe more. Oh, that's why. I'm like, why does that look so familiar with the color? It's Ray. Okay. I saw Ray and my eyes are so bad. I thought it was Ray and I thought of my brother because my brother might jump into chats every now and then. He was here last week during Easter, and I was doing the live stream with you guys. That's when I did it early. He was actually here, but I told him, you go celebrate with mom and dad and my sister and everybody. I was like, go hang out with them, because me and him usually hang out more than anybody, because like he'll go on jobs with me and my sister's cooking and usually doing things to help with dinner. So I end up usually hanging out with my brother more than anybody. So I was like, you go hang out with them. I'll do the live stream. It'll give you a chance to do things with other people, and then we'll chat after. I was almost going to do the live stream with him, but I would have been like, I would have had to introduce everybody. I would have had to like cram in here, and we were already like in a time crunch because of Easter. So it just didn't kind of work out. But Ray's done live streams with me before. Jessie, my sister, she has her own channel too. She reacts to stuff. She did Vox Machina, other things, but they did the Kickstarter for the show during Mighty Nein. I don't think they wanted to work on the animated show with the campaign incomplete. And Mighty Nein is 5e. Vox Machina started as not D&D, and then homebrewed to keep them feel sort of the same. What is 5e? Am I reading that right? I've got the comic book Walking Dead figurines from McFarlane. Are you still considering watching Campaign 1 on Patreon? Carl Davis, I think I'm going to. Once I get a routine for Barry, Barry starts this Sunday. I've always reacted to Barry, meaning since season 2. I caught up in season 2, and I was like, I'm always going to watch Barry. So that's going to be a show that I'm going to start fresh. I'm going to have it chopped up on YouTube the night of, kind of like Euphoria. There's certain shows I just love to jump into and chop up the night of. I make like a event out of it. So Sundays is going to be Barry. And I feel like it's only going to be like 7-8 episodes. So once I get a routine going for Barry, it's only usually a 25-30 minute show. It should be simple. If it doesn't give me a problem and things go accordingly, then once I feel comfortable, I'm going to start probably doing Campaign 1. I got to see how it goes. I was going to do Russian Doll. I just don't think I have the time. I might do a binge watch of Russian Doll like I did with Loki, but for now, that's getting sidelined. Barry is definitely happening, and I'm going to see what else we do, because I just have to see where I could fit the things I want in, and I definitely want to start Campaign 1 while doing this. I kind of want to run with them like at the same time, and then at some point we'll do Campaign 3 and we'll all be caught up, but I mean, I'd have to start stacking things up in order to get ahead, because the way Critical Role is doing Campaign 3, they do one a week. So unless I start doubling up on things, I'm never going to catch up. And I kind of want to like do things where I could watch live with you guys doing Campaign 3 stuff. I don't know, but it's 9:30 coming up in 2 minutes. So let's get everybody ready. I'm going to take a drink. Everybody's good. Everybody start thumbs upping me, because we have probably a solid minute. Did you eat your spinach today? Yes. Guys, this was actually purchased by my father. He left the house like the day before Easter. He started feeling better, and he bought me this shirt, and it is Popeye the Sailor Man. I thought it was, I first off, I think it's an awesome shirt, but I thought it was funny because my dad will just randomly do things like he barely could breathe, and he goes to the store to get me a shirt with Popeye on it. I love it. I'm wearing it. But these are the crazy things my dad will do. But hey, I mean, it was for good reasons. It was for the love of me. And now I'm wearing it in his honor. So thumbs up, everybody. As much as we love Critical Role content, don't burn yourself out on it. I have so much energy. I feel like I won't. I just don't want to. I don't think I'll burn myself out on Critical Role content. I think I just might not be able to do as much as I want, because I might have to do other shows that are coming up on the horizon. I feel like Westworld is still coming. When is Westworld? Is Westworld canceled? Because it definitely was renewed. And now between the pandemic and everything, I feel like I've waited 500 years. So anyway, you'll never catch up. It'll take years with them still releasing every week. I'm going to watch 50 episodes a day, Lesa Pocky. Anywho, here we go, guys. I'm going to do the 3, 2, 1. You guys know, even though I change it probably every week, and I think it's the Wayne's World thing, we're going to go 3, 2, 1, boop. And when I do boop, I'm going to hit go. I'm going to do the timer first and then the show, so they might be a second off of each other. It's a lot almost 500 hours. I'm going to do it in one day. I'm going to use this Whoop is going to allow me to watch 500 hours of Critical Role in one 24-hour sitting. That is the power of technology, my friends. So here we go. This is the actual countdown. 3, 2, 1, pop. And we're in.
Would giveaway are
I gotta mute my mic. Or their mic. Nicholas Fernandez, you say. Nicholas Fernandez, you say. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Everything's good. Height's good. Good. Good, good, good. Everyone seems ready and iced. Let's do it. Maybe I should turn this down a little bit. This sounds very loud. Stay frosty. Stay frosty. Was last episode the one they were using a lot of puns? I feel like they were using a lot of puns last episode. Good luck. I was only able to catch up listening to podcasts at work. I will be the podcast. Therapeutic D&D. I feel like it went too low, and if... All right, that's good. Amber Road. Is that like the yellow brick road, but not? I'm assuming by the end of this, guys, we're going to reach Zadash. I get lost in Matt's story time, and then we'll start lollygagging around. No. No. Yeah, I would say no. No, let us camp out. Let's take a break. I would not travel at night with this kind of money. I mean, although I would not mind engaging in battle. It's like one of those things. Honestly, if you were with your family, you wouldn't want to proceed into the night with those kind of numbers. We have over 1,000 gold between us, I think, right? Over 1,000. So that's dangerous. But being it is what it is, I want to engage whoever wants to rob us. I'll kill anybody. Like and subscribe, guys. I keep forgetting to say this stuff. Like and subscribe. Oh, Stranger Things. D is correct. I've got to do Stranger Things and Barry. And Stranger Things is what? May? I think Stranger Things is May. And then more in July. It's May and July, Stranger Things. I feel like even if there isn't a great place to camp for the night, it's still better. I don't know. Would it be worse to camp out? Because now I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because if you keep traveling the road, you might get jacked on the road, but you could also get jacked just camping out on the side and having people come across you. So I don't know. The Amber Road. I like that name. I don't know why. It's so simple, but the Amber Road just sounds nice. I'm not kidding. I think it's because I'm thinking of amber, like a beer, like an amber. I just had IPAs for lunch. I had to take my dad for his big old test with his echocardiograph, and I went for a beer after. Delicious. I'm just setting up everything. Oh, foot. And we have Frumpkin back. We finally have Frumpkin back. Liam, the last episode, petted him. Ford wants the next, and Bo gets the last. All right, that's solid. I was going to say they are the most responsible, except for possibly Bo. But Bo is my favorite, and Bo is a badass. So even though Bo might be irresponsible and less responsible than them, she can fight. I'll take it. I feel like camping out is always the safer bet because you at least have a guard, you have someone watching, no one can really sneak up on you unless you're sloppy. If you're on the road, people could be up ahead waiting for you to attack. That's why I feel like on the road is always worse. What is going on down here? Jester, Molly, they're all like laughing their asses off. And now she's leaving. He didn't steal it, it was given. Oh, we're talking Matt stole it at the end of Vox Machina. Thank you, Jester. Nine again. Nine. I mean, we've solidified. Am I wrong, guys? Liam saying to Bryce, the Mighty Nine, was like, that was like the moment, right? Did I miss something? Was there something prior to that where they, as a group, decided this, like off screen or somewhere else? Because I'm pretty sure Liam just was like, this is us. The shitty manacles. Let's sell the shitty manacles. The glaive, not a sledgehammer. The glaive. Oh, she does. That's right. She really does have a sledgehammer. Sledgehammer. They talked about it off screen more than likely. That's what I figured. Nine. Nine. That was the moment. Vero G. That was the official moment in the game. All right. Well then. I have a dump truck that has no shocks. And my father will blindly, before he had his heart attack and when he could drive, he would blindly just ride over them without seeing them. And you would hit the frigging ceiling. If you weren't ready for it, you would literally hit the ceiling and you die. You basically die. It was the most uncomfortable thing ever. I totally know what Matt's talking about. Okay. Your colorful variety of individuals. Huh. Let's kill them. Let's kill them all and take their shit. Simple. Gentlemen. And then Marisha, gentlemen. The bourgeoisie. I thought I was bourgeoisie or something. Possibly. Probably. It was from the crazy amount of nines they were rolling. That's what I figured. They talked off screen. I don't know where you're getting that Colvin part. What is Colvin part? If I remember correctly, it was decided before the second campaign started by fans. I could be wrong, though. Oh. Here we go. That is bad. Everyone's getting bad. Well, I mean, they're not miserable. Oh, that's pretty miserable. That's pretty miserable. I find grass. I'm like literally lunging out of my chair. I didn't realize. I'm not even comfortably sitting. I've lost my freaking like I could sit back nice and comfortable. I have a chair to sit in. I think it came about much like C3's old, fairly spontaneously knocked about and fairly quickly settled on. I'm opening another seltzer. I want to mix tangerine in my life. A Giffen. Let's do the Giffen. Number 2. Now, can you do that? Can you say that I don't want to have to say this every time, so every night I do the thread? Is that allowed? I feel like you should have to remember to say it every time. Even though that's annoying and I wouldn't want them to as me watching them, I feel like if we were playing hardcore, you'd have to remember because people will forget and it will cost you. But at the same token, we're not trying to kill them like people have said to me in the past. Like, we're not out to kill everybody. We're out to have a good time. We don't want Liam to keep doing that every single time. As long as it's established. Okay, yeah. It's more for the entertainment. I'm getting, you guys said this previously, how like a lot of that will just annoy us and make for unnecessary talk. So for the sake, oh, I forgot to take my belt off again. It's digging into my medulla oblongata. Oh, shit. 999, up, up, up. Oh, does someone got a gun pointed? Who's got a gun on him? Who's got a sword on him? 9, 9, no, 9. This is my fear. I was thinking, even if they jack us on the street, 9 of them. So we're outnumbered. I gotta put this beer down. I need to hear Matt. I'm loosening my belt, and I'm gonna fight them with no pants on. Green and black. Oh, now it's blue, Matt? That changes everything. It's blue. All right. We're fighting 9 dudes. I mean, I say fight him. I say we fight him. Let's fight him. 9 dudes? We're 6. Strong. A 6 strong. Okay. So they got the jump on us. They got us locked in. All right. This is a little dangerous. Now, how does this work, guys? I know we've probably been in this situation before, but everyone's locked on them. Now they get advantage. Is that all they get? They get advantage? Is this like a role playing game for Super Nintendo where you get a round? Like sometimes the villains would get a free round because they got the jump. Okay, then. See, that's like they got the jump on us big time. So we got to play dumb, basically. Right now, we got to play dumb. We got to, or play ball, not play dumb. Right now, we got to play ball until we could get like some sort of bearings. Matt, please bring out a diorama for me to look at. Uh, what are they trying to say? Let us take all your shit and we'll let you live? Frig that. I will kill you all. Let's fight him. But a surprise round. They get an extra turn at the start. Okay, so that is like I thought. They get an extra turn. So we would take damage. My God. Outnumbered and they got the jump on us. All right. Oh my God. Extreme syphilis. We have extreme syphilis. I hope it is the best roll of the night. Please be a natural 20. So he does get advantage because of the spell. What is it? That's some good syphilis. Oh my God. Cauliflower crotch, baby. Listen to this. We're riddled with it. Is this really going to work? Oh my God. Is this actually going to work? That's hilarious. It makes sense. Or is he still going to take their? I love it. Yeah, they're still going to rob you. All right, that Liam, you made it where we could have like a plan of attack now. We're all going to stay here and pretend we're dying of syphilis or really frigged up, and then we'll wait for our chance. The syphilis is from the manticore head. It's got to be disgusting at this point. How gross is that manticore head at this point? We are riding around for got to be like at least 2 days now with a rotting manticore head. Liam is great right now. Ford is laughing though. That's not good. Ford's laughing. Is that gonna and Nod is too though? Are they like? Does he see him laughing? Is that like a thing? Because right now Matt sees him hysterically laughing. Oh my God. Meanwhile, Sam is just sitting there laughing the whole time with his arms crossed. Ford was at least trying. Ford was like trying to not laugh, but it wasn't working out too well. 13. That's rough. That's in the middle there. Scorching rays. Yes, please do it. Whoa, we're going to suffer damages, guys. Liam, he's going to do scorching rays to a guy when everyone's got their heavy crossbows fixed on us. Oh my God. And Bo could probably do deflect. She's gonna do deflect or yeah. Right away, I'm like, all right, I already know Bo could deflect. Vicious Mockery, Talzin. Liam jumps at him with Scorching. Like, I don't think that was smart. I think we should have played like, oh, all right, we tried. I think we should have tried something else before we lunged at them in full attack. Busting out the lollipop. Giant lollipop. Kansas time. Oh, I thought that was like a thing. Kansas time. And it is assumed, no, Matt knows that the players are laughing. And it's assumed that the other PCs are helping unless they say they are doing something in character. There's a bit of discretion. Natural 20. So he's definitely taking one of these dudes down, I think. How much is this? 37? That dude is frigging destroyed. 37, this dude is going to be like incinerated. So Caleb might. Liam is probably dying, or at least unconscious. All right, so Bo will deflect one. Bo catches one. Blood Maledict. That one I don't recall. I don't recall Blood Maledict. Caleb, it's a glass cannon. Bam, doing that shit. That made me happy that I bought her figure. I'm happy I chose Bo after that. Fuck yes, let's do it. That hits. We're good. Damn, Marisha says fuck so many times for negative and good things. I'm reading the subtitles and I'm thinking, oh, it's good, and it's fucking a bad way. That dude, that was probably the leader. He just looked stupid. He just got wrecked in front of all his people. I feel like some of them are gonna just go away, like run away. Yeah, I feel like people are just gonna be like, we're leaving, we're leaving. Yes, I love it. Molly's got the glaive. I love it, and I light it up. That would scare the shit out of a group of thieves if you incinerated somebody in the air after getting knocked up by a giant lollipop. What happened to Trevor? Uh, I like how Jester did that. Laura's like, I'm gonna walk over like this and wave my arms over Caleb. Oh my god. What's he gonna say? Yeah, I figured they're all gonna leave. Do they have a cart? Yeah, we don't have a cart. We were gonna take your cart. We were gonna take your cart. They were hiding. They were gonna take your shit in your cart. Yeah. I mean, at this point, they probably don't have anything of value, and killing them serves no purpose. If they were gnolls, I'd kill them for the years. It's like the gnolls were worth killing in numbers because we got paid per gnoll. But sticking around, wasting our time killing humans, what's the point? Charm person. Charm person. Oh my god. So they all sucked. We could have easily probably taken them all down. They're all dirty, homeless people, like that are just stealing and robbing basically. That's what I thought. They're terrified that their friend was incinerated in midair. Yeah, like honestly, at this point, it's just sad. Give them their clothes back. What are we gonna do with their clothes? What are we doing with their clothes? We have no purpose. These poor, broken men. They've had enough. Give them their clothes back. Yeah, yeah. Let's end this. Ford is right. Liam is searching the leader's stuff. I mean, Liam probably doesn't feel too bad because they fired heavy crossbows into him. It's pretty much burned and charred and ash. Maybe get some aminals. 9 horses. So we could literally get a dozen horses right now. Are they gonna? That's a lot. 4 horses, little tiny knot. Little tiny knot is gonna wrangle 4 horses. That's a lot for a little per. Like, I mean, that's a lot for anybody. I don't know if you can handle 1 horse. 4 horses. I mean, I don't feel bad we're taking the horses. I just don't know what we're gonna do with them. I mean, I know what to do with them, but I don't know if they follow. Okay, Maybe they're like when you find like a dog and it just like comes up to you because it's so hungry and sad. Maybe the horses just want a better life. Boulder, parchment, shears. Rock, paper, scissors. Kiss yourselves, Matthew. What is about to occur? I feel like something quite lovely. I love Molly's wisdom in this. Keeping animals alive in D&D is a challenge. Yeah. Oh my god. Right. I mean, at this point, are you going to bathe me? So we let them keep their clothes. We take their, I would say, don't give them their weapons. I agree with that. Don't give them their weapons. Keep their clothes. I mean, let them have their clothes. It's funny, but now this has just gotten out of hand and we have bigger things to do. There's no money to be made here. We have to move on. Line up. There's 8 now. And one of them went blind. He said one of them went blind or something. Molly is. Well, that's. I like that too. I like that too. He gave one gold piece to all of them. Did Molly just make a difference? Maybe Molly just made them all change their ways. My guess is as soon as we leave, the toughest one is going to beat the other ones up for their gold. I guarantee that's what would happen. Amazing. Right, right, right. Right, right, right. That's what I'm not kidding. If you watched a Western or something like that, the guy that was the toughest of the group would probably steal everyone else's gold and beat the shit out of them, and then they'd all go their separate ways. The Mighty Nine is coming. There we go. And then we do a high five. The Mighty Nine. All right, we're going to spread the word. Spread. Oh, I don't think spelling is going to help, Marisha. I'm trying to mix my seltzers because that is the man I am right now. I want to mix tangerine with whatever the hell I'm drinking. Passion fruit. All right, that's one down. The Traveler. The Traveler has come. There's only 6 of them. Love the scenes. Yo, Jester's sketchbook, all about the money. At least we know what the character's driving force would be. My character would be all about racking up dough. By the end of my campaign, I would own a whole town, but it'd be like gambling and debauchery. We'd all be like drunk all the time, but in a nice, happy way. All right, everyone's out, half naked, pulling their pants up. They each got a gold. Molly did it the way I think he should have, honestly. Ford agreed. I'm thinking this is sad. These people are struggling. They're down and out. I know they're bastards. They tried to rob us. We just incinerated their leader in front of them. Guys, like the video, subscribe if you haven't. We're about halfway through. I don't even know when we're done. Does anybody know when it ends? Liam. Cover my nips. Cover Liam's nips. Look at Liam. Look at Liam. He's insane. Oh, Liam's out. Liam's out. Cure wounds. Just taps him on the shoulder. We're doing a Fight Club reference there. Tomorrow will be the greatest breakfast you ever had. What was that dude's name? The guy that had the greatest breakfast in Fight Club. And Not did acquire horses. They came along quite well. Lou, John, Crapper, and Toilet. Lou, all toilet. Oh, there we go. All words that mean bathroom. Lou, John, Toilet, Crapper. I love it. Easy to remember. They're all named after that. And then we got WC, 6 horses. Who's the other one? Who am I missing? We had WC. What was the other horse? Lou, Toilet, Crapper. Oh my God, I already forgot the other one. Lou, Toilet, Crapper, John. Blam, 334-ish. Crapper. Crapper was one. Was Crapper the one we already had? Toilet. I feel like I'm missing one of them. One should be bathroom for our North American friends. Yes, I feel you're right. Jester Sketchbook. Oh, there's someone in here named that. Hey, Jester Sketchbook. Joined at just the right time. I just spilled my seltzer. Jester Sketchbook is a person. WC Water Closet and John. Oh my God, it is. Cheers to Jester Sketchbook. What happened? Insight check on the horse or the clothes, Ford says. Are you insight checking the horse or the clothes it's wearing? Liam has been selling this for like 5 minutes now. Liam's head hit the desk. I haven't seen the man move. I barely see him breathing. I think he's dead, guys. Is this the day Liam died? I start kicking the ash. Jester Sketchbook, love your animations. Is Jester Sketchbook? Oh, is Jester Sketchbook actually someone we know? Yo, Jester Sketchbook. I mean, I don't know. Am I supposed to know? The dude JB, thanks, my fellow critter. Jester Sketchbook. Are you someone that draws amazing art? Welcome, my friend. If you are new, Jester is one of my favorites. Liam is still down. I can't believe the commitment here. Liam is out. I just love the commitment. Look, I'm fixated on this now. He hasn't. I mean, it's one thing to be like comfortably resting. He like hammered his head to the table and he's just out. He's not even moving. I love it. I love it. I love your stuff. Jester Sketchbook is another pretty well-known critter. Well, welcome. It's good to have you. I've been told this. I feel like you guys have told me this about several people, but like very rarely. I know Arsqueef. I think there's like one other one. We're straight up Wells Fargo. I would assume that all the weapons these guys had, unless we get lucky, the only thing I could see is if we got lucky and one of them had something they didn't even know they had. Like when someone has a coin in their pocket that's worth like UHF. UHF gives the guy the coin and the guy saves the radio station. It's all Michael Richards. Michael Richards technically saved the day, as well as the alien. What the frig was that, Liam? What did he say? What did Liam just yell? UHF is one of my favorite movies of all time. Weird Al. Someone told me he's doing a tour soon and I got to buy tickets. Weird Al. I must see Weird Al in concert. Must. It's a must. I don't care what day it is. I will make it happen. He did a small concert, UHF. Weird Al did a concert in Morristown, a small concert in Morristown a couple years, like a year before the quarantine. And I missed it. I'm so upset. He yelled, "Take them out! Take them out!" Thanks, fam. Our community rocks. Rocks. Oh, rocks. I thought it said rock ass, but it's all S's. He said, "Take them out" twice. Take them out. I feel like this is all backstory. Liam, we're done. Yeah, we're good, Liam. I feel like Liam is having flashbacks and spitting out craziness. All right, Liam's back out. Never mind. No need to discuss because Liam's back out. He's very smart. Third and final watch. I would assume at this point we're going to get through this last watch pretty good. A 9? Tell me it's a... I like that Marisha has her... She's basically just leaning on Liam at this point. We're about at the hour mark. I'm going to check my radiator. Great. It's raining. Let's take shelter. We got to make something. Have you checked? Yeah, I would oh, we even got rain sound effects. I thought for sure, I just realized now, I don't know why I'm bringing it up because it's not a thing, but I thought we'd get like, I thought we were going to get a full on diorama of those 9 guys we fought. But then we incinerated Trevor and all was for naught. For naught. All was for naught. The ill-advised vanity tour. I really want to go when it comes to Canada. That's the Weird Al one. I hope it is, and I will go. All right, we're all good. Next journey. Watch on the next journey. Yeah, the fight wasn't big enough for the yeah. At that point, I guess it was. I thought that was gonna be the focus of like the next episode. I thought that was gonna be like the majority of the rest. Like we'd do that, we'd be done. We go to Zadash, Zadash. Oh, it's like a cemetery. I would check out the cemetery. Is it a cemetery or is it just was like there a battle there and they just buried all their people? And why did I just spit all over my face? Jesus, Jay. What are you, some kind of crazy person? Continuing past the road. I love the music. When I hear stuff like this, it brings me back to like video games. I want to play like Secret of Mana. Secret of Mana was one of my favorite. Secret of Mana. There was like another one that was like Secret of Evermore. Sounds so good, right? I love it. I miss the Elder Scrolls music they used in campaign too. Love me this music. When they mentioned the markers, I literally envisioned like Braveheart, like some kind of major battle, and they buried all their people like on the battlefield or something, and the music kicks in. It's I just love the music. I need to put music to mine. So when I am not talking, I feel like there's still too much dead time when I'm not talking. I kind of need a free music thing that could play that sounds like that. They haven't plugged Soundscape right. They haven't plugged Soundscape yet, right? That I don't know. I know you're asking probably other people. While Matt's talking, I'm checking my radiator, guys. I'm checking my radiator. That's not working. I'm going to have to redo this real quick. They are checking stuff. I honestly wanted to do that, but I didn't think we'd take the time. I squeeze out a single fart. I love it. In my head, I was thinking I would like to check this area, but I didn't think they'd make a big deal out of it. I thought they'd kind of just do their thing and move along. But hey, they seem to think like I think. Maybe I am a dirty homeless man like Caleb. Natural 20 again. 2 natural 20s, my friends. 2 natural 20s. I think I checked my radiator about 20 minutes ago. Much better. I'm reading the names. I'm seeing what's up. Tell me. Oh, I was gonna say. Tell me it's like a sword or some kind of weapon. A rusted helmet. Do a history check. I'm into it. Let's do it. Let's explore. I was thinking, like, are we? This is literally what I envisioned when he said there were markers up on the left or whatever he said. I'm thinking there's maybe swords jammed into the ground, but like, then we're stealing people's weapons that they were buried with. That's kind of wrong. And that's not even happening. I'm just saying it would have been. Look at Molly. I'm gonna switch the clock, guys, because I just realized I'm not seeing all of Molly, and I only have it over there because of the dioramas, whatever you I don't know what you'd call them, but I call them dioramas. And now I can see Molly better. Poor Molly's been neglected. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I love how everyone calls Caleb the homeless one, even though they're all very much homeless. Yeah, that's very true. The Julius Dominion. Dwindlin? Dwindalian. I was going to say, I know I'm saying that wrong. Dwindalian. We've said that many times. Julius Dominion. I almost feel like I should write things down. There is a lot of towns now. Rexturium. Rextrum. My apologies. I just chugged so much seltzer and then smoked. I am going to be filled with deliciousness. Darcy LaHaye. Am I saying that right? LaHaye? LaHaye? Welcome, my friend. Welcome. You are the Pumpkin King. Are there... You guys told me, like, there's that forge place, I think it's called, and Wormwood. Are there places that have, like, Trostenwald, like little model of Trostenwald and Dwendalian? I feel like I forget names as soon as they say them. Dwendalian? Rexitrum? I know there's Rexitrum. Rexitrum was one. Trostenwald, Alfield. I try to remember them all. Rexitrum sounds like Rex and Trum. Rex and Trum. What is up? Lixum. Lixum. Good luck remembering all the lore. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Saturday or Sunday, I'm going to, or tomorrow's Saturday. I guess Sunday. Sunday, I'm going to do a lot of, not a lot, but I'm going to do a couple bonus videos. Talks Machina. Miranda did the next one for me, so I'll do a couple. Rex and Trum. One of my favorite role-playing games of all time, and the only reason I'm saying it because I feel like there was a city that reminds me of Rex and Trum. But Lunar Eternal Blue. One of, if not, well, no, one of, I would not say my favorite. Lunar Eternal Blue. It was the sequel to the other one. I can't remember the name. The Silver Moon? Silver Moon? It's friggin' amazing. I loved it. Sega CD. I have it still. I still have it. Sega CD. I still have the game and everything. Farts and Vultures. Farts and Vultures. If you guys haven't played Lunar, it might be Lunar. Lunar? I think it's Lunar. Look at Jester doing a little dance. Doing a little dance. Guys, like and subscribe if you haven't. The stream we're doing today will save 5 reindeer that will perform tricks for Santa next year. So do share the likes. Frumpkin is miserable. Poor Frumpkin. I feel like we're going to get right to the gates of Zadash, because that's what it's called. Oh, that's Zadash. It's got to be the towers or something. Boom, we're getting there. All right, cool. We see it. I figured we'd see it, but I feel like something's up. Are we in, like, engaging in immediate war or something? Sega Genesis, I do have that as well. But Sega CD was a thing you could add to your Sega Genesis. And it was amazing. I've just lost my eyesight. The Ramshackle. So far, so good. I feel like something, I don't know. I just feel like this is all too easy. I don't think we'll make it in. What if, I'm just asking, because it doesn't matter. What if one of them was like, oh, I want to stop and talk to the 6-year-old boy? Oh, I guess we could because he's already doing it. Or he's literally doing it. I would start flipping coins to everybody, like kind of like what Molly did with the 9 guys. I would just start flipping like gold to everybody. I would literally, I'm not kidding. As crazy as I am about making money and gambling, I'm also very generous with my money. I would just start flipping golds to people just to like get in the good graces of all the people on the outskirts of the town. Just and not that they do anything for me. I would just like do it to be nice. You have to remember this is a major city. They may stop people that look suspicious because people come and go all the time. Bo is so cool for that. Love Bo. Shantytown. Oh my leg. Oh my leg. I mean, we are all. Yeah, I was just gonna say. Matt's saying we're a colorful band of characters. We probably look like quite the sight. We got blue, purple, green, a human, and 2 humans. 2 humans, 2 green guys, or a green girl, I guess. It's a lot of things going on. Eh. We're getting a full-on description from Matt. Whenever he does this, I get very engulfed into his greatness. All right, we're here. So we got a good. I'm shocked, honestly. We have a good 45 minutes left, and we're already into Zadash, and not does not like it. Too much water. We're here. We're literally here. I thought we were gonna get to the gates. If you asked me, I thought we were gonna fight people. I thought we were gonna get to the gates. There's gonna be problems, maybe a war. We gotta go to the leaky tap. Claudia. Claudia at the leaky tap. Let's do it. Come on. We've traveled a far way. Let's go get some brews. Guys, you always think better after a beer, and that is probably not right at all. You probably think more about the next beer, but then you still will think about important things more likely. Like I think better about things when you give me a beer. I just want a beer. Oh, leaky tap is in the east. I also feel like leaky tap sounds like a guy that like leaks a little when he pees or something. Leaky tap. I feel like that's a nickname you'd give a guy that can't hold his urine or something. David Musgrove. What is up? David Musgrove. I feel like that is a name of a celebrity or something. David Musgrove. What's your name? I love Matt's. Give me a name. It's Super Mario. I like it. I want a picture of him. I love it. He. Why do I feel like this guy's a shyster? This guy's a shyster. Who has a scratched monocle? Pay him. Do it. Pay him. 2 gold, pay him. I don't even care. Ulysses Stannarus, you are our guy. Let's do it. I think this guy is a total character and he's more talk than he is actually what he says, but I'm digging it. I dig the approach. I dig the fact that he's willing to do what he's doing, even if he's not who he says he is or what he says he is. I believe it's Ulysses. I believe his name is Ulysses, but I don't believe that he isn't. I feel like he's Benny in Total Recall. He's Benny in Total Recall. He's going to drive us around. I just hope he's not going to betray us. Spoiler alert, Benny was a shit. Salt of the Earth. Jester's Sketchbook. Jester's Sketchbook. I love it. I love it. The dude. Oh, this dude. I love how Matt plays narcissists like the fools they are. Yes, I do as well. Ulysses Standerus. I love the name. Strong name. Oh, they're saying the same thing. Strong name. Is it Ulysses? See, I always said this. Ulysses or Ulysses? 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 No, it's Ulysses. I'm a moron. Sorry. Yeah, boom. Do it. Jester. Insight check this motherfucker. Natural 20. Oh, I almost feel bad. I almost feel bad that she rolled a natural 20 because this poor old dude, he's 60 years old, this cute old man that is trying to make a day's wage he's going to look the fool. And now Matt did the whisper, so we have no clue. We didn't even get a paper. Yeah, what is Stannis Baratheon? What does Stannis Baratheon say? I love it. Yeah, come on. Here's my thing right now. They gave Liam a lot of shit for not sharing things to the point where Liam actually got defensive, whether it was real or his character, Caleb. Jester should come clean. I feel like this is... Sorry if I'm burping, guys. I'm trying to conceal it, but I'm drinking... At least she told Liam. At least if you're going to tell someone, she told Liam. But I feel like they all should know. I feel like there should be honesty amongst our comrades. Little hitch in the day. Liam was messing with them more than anything. I know. I kind of figured because he's a good actor. What you got under that cloak? Oh my God, I love it. Oh, all right. So he might be a shyster, but he's good at what he does apparently. Oh wait. Oh, okay. Let me retract that a little bit. I think he's fallen. I think he's fallen very hard. I think this dude was someone of prominence, and now he's like, I gotta just get by on whatever I got left, and it's this beat up old coat. But he's an old man. I sympathize. My parents are in their 60s. I take care of them. I sympathize. Give him gold. Give him 10. Call it a day. Let him guide us around. Even if he sucks, who cares? We'll have a time. We'll have a time. Ulysses, you're my dude. Oh. We will fuck you so hard. We are the Mighty Nine. We will fuck you so hard. That's not how you want to word it. Oh my God. That's not how you word. I love it though. I love it. Well said. I mean, hey, that is well said, Caleb. Well said, Caleb. Amazing. Amazing. I mean, that couldn't have been better. Look at this. He will cut you from navel to nuts. Liam gets so crazy sometimes out of the blue. Like I feel like out of nowhere he'll just like go complete 180. What movie was it where he did a complete 360? If you did a 360, you'd be all the way back around and you'd be in the same place you started. What was that from? It's not relevant to anything. I give the same speech to all of my tour guides. I think you should. Laura is just an amazing person and a great actress. I agree with that as well. Angry Caleb is blunt. A people mover, like the freaking Disney World. Like Disney. I said it first. The people mover. Are you kidding me? Disney World? I've been to Disney World more times than anywhere outside of New Jersey in my life. Disney World, the people mover. I'm going right now. I'm going to Disney World. I want to go soon. Maybe this summer. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe this summer. We'll see. I really want to go to Disney. I've not seen Galaxy's Edge yet. And I'm a Star Wars fan like no other. At least they're making excuses for Liam. They're like, he's a little bent. He got robbed. He incinerated a man. That's how I kind of pictured him. Ben Franklin. The Ben Franklin look. That's literally how I was kind of picturing him. Like that old man with the beard and the balding. That's how I pictured him. See, this is the kind of guy you want. As long as, I mean, in Total Recall, it was a different thing. Benny had different reasons. This guy, let's pay him. He'll treat us good. These guys will save you money. If you treat them right, these guys could take you to the bars where there's deals and stuff. I done this in Puerto Rico. Some guy came up to us like this and I was like, dude, I will pay you money. Show us the bars to go to. I probably saved more money than I paid the guy just because he knew where to go and how to get deals and where to drink and stuff. You pay and you get good treatment. You treat people good, you get good treatment back. The Tri-Spires. The Tri-Spires, it's the towers. When we walked in, we saw three peaks. Bo's body language is so on point right now. I love Marisha. Marisha is the most, I feel like Marisha overall is the most physically, I don't know, what would you call it? Vocal? Physically expressive. Physically expressive. Books. Liam wants nudie picture books. Oh, Travis said that. I was like, what? Elaborate. I see, even though I'm not a book reader, I dig the Liam aspect where books are actually getting us knowledge in the form of spells and stuff. It's one thing to just know it, it's another to see it in action. Caleb's attitude is all over the place, though. It's hard for me to get a read on him. And his backstory is something coming up, I know. I don't know, I feel like. Pulp Fiction and shitty smut. Pulp Fiction. I love it. And if you ever seen the movie Pulp Fiction, before the movie, it explains what Pulp Fiction is. It gives you the definition. Oh, Liam's solid rolling. We're getting more whispers. Marisha, Liam, and Tal are the three most constantly physically in character. Constantly physically in character. I may be losing my sanity at this point. All right, cool. All right. So Caleb paid him. Liam paid him. I feel like there's something else going on here, though. I mean, I hate when they do the whispers and I don't know. Liam loves messing with Matt. I mean, it's great. I'll tell you what, Liam is, as a character being Caleb, Liam himself is the most hard to read of all these people. Everyone kind of wears their emotions on their sleeve. Liam is like a hard read, man. If you were playing poker, that's the guy I'd watch out for. I love the looks. I love the looks. I like will freeze and I'll just stare at Matt because I want to see if he cracks. He's usually pretty always on point. And the accents are fabulous. Fabulous. Great, great characters. The leaky tap. Yeah, we got to go see Claudia. Let's go see Claudia. And then we'll be content. The East Outersteads. But how far is that? Like, I mean, it's probably not a spoiler to tell me, but how far is it from east to west? I mean, I feel like if it was like a town, you should be able to do that. Is there a bathhouse for someone who's stinky? Oh, Amelia's out of here. Good night, all. Amelia, take care. It's good having you. Welcome to the chaos. Who just came? Slippy McLock 123. Yo, finally managed to catch a stream. Slippy, is that right? McLock. If it is, we got McGuigan and McLock. If I'm right, the the Steam's Respite. So that's where Towson needs to go to get a nice bath. I feel like we are fat enough with cash that we could enjoy ourselves at bars and bathhouses and inns. We could probably have the best of the best and still be pretty fat with cash. But we do need to probably gear up at some point. Oh, we aren't the type of clientele. We aren't good enough. Basically, Ulysses is saying we aren't good enough. What would it cost though? Like even at the most high-end snooty places, what would it cost? Is it like out of the realm of possibilities or is it like 10 gold a night? I mean, 10 gold a night would still be pretty hefty, but easily doable. That's telling. Uh, All right, so this guy used to have a shop, but why did he get ousted? That would be awesome. Let's ask this dude to get us gear, right? I'm thinking gear. Ulysses, where do we get leather goods? Is I mean, I know leather is always the cheapest for him. In role playing games, whenever we did, it was always leather. And then you started with like cloth and then went to leather and then like armor and then therefore went from there. But like, I feel like maybe we should gear up a little, right? Leather, or are we already good enough with that? I mean, it ain't gonna help us with swords and fire breathing dragons. The Signet Wall. That's boom. The military. Military. They got us have. I mean, I would assume they have good weapons. Good blacksmith. See, this dude is clutch, man. This dude is telling us everything. Ulysses, you are the man. We're getting so much knowledge. I would give this guy more money. This guy has already proven he's worth what he asked. I'd be like, when we're all done, I'd be like, take us around a little bit. I'd be like, dude, here's like 10 gold. Go rock your life to pieces and drink your sorrows away. Tip him. Tip him. Molly, I see Molly reaching for something. Tip this man. Ulysses, don't be an ass. See, I was liking Ulysses till he wouldn't even answer a question after we paid him. I was going to tip you. You don't ever do that. Ulysses is an idiot because you might maybe they were going to tip you and now they're like, "Well, you want to be like that? I'm not going to tip you now." You should have answered one question. Maybe you would have got some quality tip out of it. A 1. Sam rolls a 1. All right, Ulysses isn't as great as I thought he'd be. I was all about Ulysses until he refused to answer a question. That's just stupid business, even for him. Because maybe they'd ask for your assistance or maybe they'd throw you some extra coin. That was dumb of Ulysses. Maybe I know why he lost his goddamn shop. Ulysses, you lost my faith in humanity. We forgot about bakeries, but Liam said I knew he was predictably a shit. And he was. We got about 30 minutes, guys. We're at the 30-minute point. Yeah, no greatness this session. Rated. Leather's generally the best armor for more dexterity characters. Some characters, that's right. More like agile, that's right. Zadash. I can't recall the episode, but Matt did confirm Rated is in here. What's up, Rated? Haven't seen you yet. Haven't German and yeah, Zemin. I'm reading things and saying it so fast. Zemnian, yes, German. We've talked about it. I'm going to check my radiator. I love everything Jester just said. To the leaky tap, sell our shit, have some brews, figure it out, rest up, get everybody healed. That's how we roll, right? Like that makes sense. The Penta Market, the Pentagritin. It's run by the Pentagritin. All right, so let's make our way to the leaky tap, see if we find Claudia. Pretty sure Liam knows a bit of German from school, so he's actually able to replicate a bit of Zemnian. It sounds beautiful. So far, I mean, it's to be expected because Zadash is like the town. Good, like New York, LA, yes. Oh, and Rexentrum is twice the size. But Zadash, the way they've been talking about it, it would make sense that as beautiful, amazing architecture, gotta be art. Gotta be art showing this. The Penta shape. He did a bit of German in school and went there for summer. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. I think, are we wrapping up? I almost feel like we still got a good 25 minutes left, but Matt almost is giving me the feel like he's wrapping up. I'd find like a decent place where we could set up. Wait, green and gold. Magic, right? Is it magic? I'm assuming it's magic, right? The invulnerable vagrant. Yeah. Yeah, that's totally his place to go. Focus. Caleb is definitely going. Jester, everyone? All right, so Talzin, they're going to get wine. What is. Nah, I was like, who? But then I looked and Laura's smiling, so we're good. Laura is quite comfortable. I don't know why, but I'm getting like a Harry Potter feel. I literally feel like we just like entered whatever the hell, Diagon Alley, Chamber of Secrets. The music is great. What? Why is there? They're saying there's a rapier. Oh, is this that other person I saw? This might be that other person I saw in the Mighty Nine thing. Because it was a giant, tall person, but it looked like they were pinkish or something. This person. I'll show you guys. This person. That one. Furbolgs? Furbolgs. The one, the big pink guy. Nurbolgs? I. No way. Listen to that voice. I'm happy to help. Don't. It sounds like Eeyore or something. It almost sounds like Eeyore or some like. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. Look at Matt's face. Matt is even doing like this weird like gums thing. That's great. Oh, ooh, what are these things? Oh my God, Caleb is clean, guys. That's the bigger shock. That is the biggest shocker of all this. That Caleb is actually clean. What am I thinking of when I hear him? Well, oh my God. Is that John Wayne? Am I thinking John Wayne? Well, hello there, partner. I feel like it's John Wayne. It's very John Wayne, maybe. What? But I'm putting down my drink. I think I've had enough. Yeah, is it? I invoke duplicity. Oh, we're gonna play this game. We're gonna play this game. Jester invokes duplicity. We're gonna get. I like the attitude, but Pumat Soul. Why are there three? Are you all brother? The fourth one, or are you all named the same? Magically manifested? So it's like multiplicity. We have multiplicity with Michael Keaton in the form of 7 foot furry things. Liam, I'm happy you can focus right now. there's so many questions going through my head right now. And Liam's just like, yeah, we need ink. So do they, I'm assuming, do they all share one consciousness, I guess? If he heard him. See, I don't think it's like multiplicity. Multiplicity, they were clones of each other. Obviously, I'm joking. These people seem to be sharing the same consciousness. Oh, it's like a Gilmore, yeah. Gilmore reference, I get. Gilmore, I love it. Gilmore was one of my favorite. Touche. I mean, 150, that's like all that Liam has. No, they are duplicates, different consciousness. All right. So maybe you just heard because they're like in the vicinity. The voice is great. I love the voice he's using. It's so unlike anything he's done, and it almost comes off as like almost comes off as like stupid, like stoner, like he talks real slow, like a stoner or something. But he's actually intelligent. My God, it's great. And Liam's at his best right now because of it. I love it. Enchanter Pumat Soul. Well, wait did they? Oh my God, is it John Wayne that I'm thinking of? The name, the voice. Every now and then, Matt will like go into a swagger that sounds so much like somebody. $50. Oh my God. Oh, basic healing is 50, right? Okay. Look at Matt. It's like great how he's doing it. That'll be my pleasure, Mr. Green Man. He's overly friendly stoner John Wayne. All right. So I was on the money. I'm thinking, and it's like a Minnesota accent too. Yeah. We're going to blow half our friggin', I mean, like we each got about 160, 180, something like that. We're going to blow half our money on potions and stuff. I mean, I guess we need it. We need it. Pooh Man's Soul. Enchanter Pooh Man's Soul. It reminds me of like the Poor Man's Soul. I don't know why, but I keep thinking Blue Man Group. Whatever. I don't know why. For some reason, I keep thinking Blue Man Group. The glaive. I thought she was going to whip out the Manicore head. We still have the rotting Manicore head. It's got to be stankin' now. How is that thing not gross as shit and bug infested and smelling? Everyone does. Yeah, there's one in the back, he said. Pumat Prime. Maybe Pumat Prime is older or lazier. Why is Pumat Prime in the back? Just because it's safer? I mean, you would want to have your alternates on the outside or at least around you in case, God forbid, some crazy comes in and tries to kill you. So Liam is spending everything. My God, Liam just spent his entire bankroll. We are spending everything. Sam spent 100. Travis spent 50. Liam just spent a buck 50. We just spent that much. 300. That's like a third. Oh my God. 300 gold is still pretty damn good. 300 gold is still pretty damn good, guys. I mean, that's pretty solid. I'm happy we took it. Oh my God, Towson said it. I was like, did Matt just say I'm going to kill you? Crazy's coming in trying to kill you. That would never happen. I don't know what's that in reference to, but I don't want to miss anything. Answer: the manticore head is gross as shit and smelling. All right, let's see here. Oh, there we go. What do we need? Oh, she ties a ribbon to it. Maybe it would have been better if we traded the glaive. Well, it's. Oh. How much more is it worth with the ribbon on it? Three. Hey, we got 2 gold for a ribbon. Two, 300, $2 for her ribbon is, I mean, 2 gold is pretty good. What? Was something that can handle more donuts? What else could we get that would carry heavy things? Like another, like a briefcase of carrying? A knapsack? I was gonna say, like, what could we have that would possibly make us carry more? Jester's bag of stalling? With the ribbon included. 502. What is a haversack? What is a haversack? A bag of, what is it? Yeah, see, yeah, really. What kind of, what could make it worth 500 gold? Oh, it shrinks. It shrinks into it. Like Mary Poppins. It's Mary Poppins' umbrella thing. Or not her, not her umbrella thing, her bag. Two cubic feet. That's friggin' solid. I love the way he puts it too. Amazing. Amazing. Mary Poppins backpack. The middle eight cubic feet. The sides 2 cubic feet. That's solid, man. 8 cubic feet. You could put a goddamn person in there. I mean, even 2 cubic feet, or was it two? 2 cubic feet. You could put a person too. They just have to crunch up into a ball. That's awesome. We could put 3 people in a backpack. But could you? Wait, could you put people in it? Or it's just object? It's probably just objects. If you remember, Percy puts his rifle in one. The bag of holding can hold up to 500 pounds. Heward's haversack, which this is, can hold about half that. 250 pounds, man. That's crazy. I love it. 250 pounds, that's a person. Could it hold people? Can it hold people, guys? Big, or is it just objects? Because that'd be awesome if we could sneak a person in there. You could definitely put people in it. They won't be alive for very long. Okay. And she keeps bringing this up. She keeps talking about her mother. Now, is she delusional because her mother is a courtesan? Or, like, is it one of those things like, my dad's rich, and then your dad's really not rich because, but you just tell people because you are mad your dad ran out on you, so you want to make up a story like you see in the movies and TV and stuff like that. Is it that, or is her mother, because she really is a top level courtesan, she probably is rich, and then she could send Jester tons of money? Are we gonna get like thousands of gold at some point? My God, my eye is like so dried out. I can't see out of my sight. I'll do it. Pink. Look at this dude. I don't know if I would have went with pink, but that's pretty awesome. I don't know if I would have went with pink. I probably would have did like a purplish, maybe blue to match her. Why didn't she do blue to match her? I feel like we got a lot of colors going on right now. Jester's the blue. with the pink. I feel like that's very contrasting. Travis buys another. It's such a good deal. That's the same going rate wherever we go. Guys, I think we got about 5 minutes left. So like and subscribe if you haven't. And then we're going to talk for like 20 minutes. I got to pee after this though. But then we'll talk for 20 minutes. But like and subscribe. We usually hit 50 or so every time. 50 likes to 100 to 1,000 billion. All right, so that's not who I thought it was going to be. I love it. And generally help out anyone who has money. The Pinkify. Yeah, like, I mean, that's a level. Like, Jester could duplicate herself, but he legitimately has people that are him that could do things and apparently are its own thing. I trust. Oh, Pooh mods. I was like, what is it? I guess we see him again. We gotta see that guy again at some point. We. Oh, Winter's Crest. Did we hear about Winter's Crest in Vox? Winter's Crest. Maybe it was this. I definitely heard of Winter's Crest, but now I can't remember if it was this or Vox. Oh, that's right. We got our wine. Steam. All right. Look at Jester. Uh, they come with a batch of pastries, and now Jester and Nod are going to fight over tarts. How many tarts do we have? Look at her. How many tarts do I have? She's like rocking around like a crazy person. Come back and buy more tarts in the morning. I mean, if the timestamp is right, we got about 2 minutes left. So Matt's gonna have to wrap this up. I'm curious. I'm curious how it's gonna end. Honestly, is it just gonna end like us here? Oh, there we go. There it is. That's gonna be next then. Blacksmith buying stuff there, maybe. Rain is ceasing. Thanks, my fellow critter. Love doing them. Oh, that's two. Slip McLock. Slip McLock? I think that's what it was. Slippy McLock. Outskirts of the Leapy. Is that how we're going to start? I mean, stop? That's it. So we find the outskirts of the Leaky Tap. What convention do they go to? Hour and a half past dusk. We've just arrived at the Leaky Tap. What convention are they going to? Those men were incredible. Are they talking about the battle? The men, they're saying that those men were incredible. Are they talking about the nine guys in the beginning? Oh, they got to be talking about Pumat's, what was it? Pumat's soul? I'm just curious to see if they do anything else. They do anything else? Viewmaster finally gets to pee. I honestly, I'm like still pretty good, but I knew it was like it's gonna hit me like a brick because I just drank 3 seltzers and 2 bottles of water. I was like, it's gonna hit me eventually. I am shocked we even got into the gates or inside Zadash. I thought for sure we were gonna barely get there. The Emerald City Comic Con, Wizard of Oz. Poor Matt Soul. Poor Matt Soul. Good way to remember it. That's right. Poor Matt Soul. Swamp Kari Payton. Is it Thursday yet? Goodbye, Matt Mercer. Farewell, my friend. Oh, there's a Jocasta picture. Jocasta pictures in the corners of my mind. Misty watercolor Jocastas. All right. Oh, oh, whoa, whoa. I'm hitting things. I'm hitting the wrong things. All right. So there we go, guys. I don't know why I'm looking down here. I'm talking to the White Claw bottle. I am going to really quick. What are they? Furbolgs. Furbolgs have a bovine or camel-like appearance. So it is that. So it must be that dude up there. I'm going to go run to the bathroom real quick, guys. I already got beverages, so I don't need to stop for that. I just got to sprint across the hall, pee real quick. We're going for like 2.5 hours. So I'll be right back. Write in the comments. We'll talk. Give me a sec. Boop-a-da boop boop. Probably like 12. I'm back. All right, we're good. All right. I just want to make sure that's right. Okay, everything's good. So, I still haven't watched Critical. You still haven't watched Campaign 1, to be honest. So, we were talking about that before, how I don't know because I jumped in because of Vox Machina. So, I assumed that Vox Machina was super popular, which it still obviously was, but I thought it was like so popular that then therefore everyone continued with Mighty Nein and Campaign 2 and everything else. But you guys are kind of making it sound like Campaign 2 is when it really caught on, and then Vox Machina is what they chose to do animated because they weren't done with Campaign 2, which is what we talked about earlier. I started watching about 6 episodes into campaign 1. I haven't stopped, but really loved the campaign 2 started at level 1 instead of level 9. Pink guy. Yeah, the pink guy up there, I'm assuming is the dude. Let me go back and see, because I said I'd go back and, or I guess Emerald City's Comic Con is Seattle's nerd convention. Shout out from Seattle. What is up? Yeah, Rated, I saw you. You're new. Well, new enough to me to notice that you are not usually talking, but welcome. It's good to see new people in the chat. I like that we have a growing family of constant repeats. Jester Sketchbook, like I said, you're new too, obviously, but apparently everyone knows who you are, and I love that you're in here because you've been engaging in conversation the whole time while I chug my seltzers and freak out. So I'm assuming this pink guy over here, I don't know why I'm pointing to it on my screen because you guys can't see it, but the pink guy, where is it? I'm going to put this. Let me see what he looks like. It's got to be him, right? And he's got a giant magical staff with little like butterfly looking things around him and stuff. It's got to be that dude. I think you guys probably said it somewhere else. I think you will like the next one. Thanks, my fellow critter. Oh, we read that. Furbolgs have a bova. Oh, we read that. Hope you enjoyed the episode, Jay. I dug it. I mean, I honestly thought we were barely going to get to the gates, and I did think we'd run into trouble along the way, but we ran into trouble really early on. We managed it very quickly. I thought we were going to get at least one kind of battle where Matt was going to set up the whole like diorama thing. And no, we end up incinerating the guy, Trevor, I think his name was. Incinerate him in front of all his people. They're all a bunch of miscreants who are basically homeless and trying to band together to rob people. Now, it doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right what they're doing. Like, oh, they're all like homeless and they are starving and blah, blah, blah. It makes it sadder, but it doesn't make it right because they're violently trying to hurt us. Maybe they wouldn't have. There's always the fact that like people could just aim weapons at you for the sake of fearing and intimidation, but either way, it's still wrong. Like you ever see like guys, well, you don't probably see it, but you have guys that rob banks with guns that aren't loaded. It happens all the time where they end up getting off on something because there wasn't bullets in the gun or something to that effect. And they're like, well, I don't want to hurt anybody. I just want to scare the shit out of you so I can rob your shit. That's basically what a lot of people do. Most people don't want to inflict bodily harm on people and injure them. So I mean, it's very possible that these dudes were just like, we're going to scare the shit out of these people. They're like in big numbers. 9 people with 9 horses. They're riding in big numbers. So they could easily intimidate people. There are 6 of us and we're badasses. And it's still like, okay, can we handle this? Like we ended up finding out they're all a bunch of horrible fighters and don't know what they're doing, but they could have been like us. What if they were a band of 9 people that were great fighters and now we got to go toe to toe with them? But it's the intimidation factor. So whatever. I mean, Trevor ends up getting incinerated. Sometimes if you play that game, you get burned. Literally, the dude gets burned. My DM told me to start on campaign 2 and it only took off from there. Yup, my channel is mega spoilers. Jay, if you do not start watching Critical Role, Campaign 1, you won't reach spoilers for several episodes. It'll take you a while. I think, Indigor, hello, I love you as well. I think people said around episode 41 is where spoilers start coming in for like future stuff. So I could get pretty damn far. I mean, 40, even if I did one of those a week, it would take a year to get to spoilers. So there is less fear for things. The thing that scares me is like in this episode, what we just watched, they made a comment about Gilmore. And I was like, that almost could have been a spoiler because Gilmore, they said something like, I can't even talk. They said something to the effect of like, yeah, like we'll end up fighting wars with like we did with Gilmore or something. I don't even want to think about it. And I'm not even going to think about it, but it had something to do with Gilmore. And I'm like, was that a spoiler? But even if that is, that's like so far out of the realm of what I think about Vox Machina. I'm like not going to freak out about it, but I almost felt like that could have been. I'd get people to start at Campaign 2 as well, since they start at the beginning of the story, not one already in progress. I got what you're saying. I was watching 2 and 3 episodes a day. Once I caught up with the campaign 2, so during the week I was all campaign 1 all the time, 147 episodes in like 2 or 3 months. I don't know if what I just said translated to you guys as English, because I feel like I skipped around and read it in my own mind right. Frozen Gods? Did I miss the live again? Frozen Gods, you did, but you didn't miss me live cheersing you with a watermelon White Claw, my last one, my favorite. I always save my favorite for last. Are you guys these type of people? I'm going to go back in the comments, and I know I'm Jay ranting right now, but I've been like this my whole life where I always eat and drink the best thing last. Like if I got a steak with fries, I would eat all the fries, I'd eat the coleslaw, I'd drink my drink, and I would savor the steak for last, and then I eat the steak. And that's probably the wrong thing to do with a steak, because you want to eat the steak when it's hot and right off the grill. So maybe that's a bad example, but I always usually eat like yesterday I got sushi. My favorite sushi, I get sashimi with a sushi roll, and I eat my favorite sashimi last. I like octopus, I like whitetail. I eat all this last because I like my favorite taste last. So it's like the same with drinks. I like watermelon the best. I save it for last because I want to enjoy the taste of watermelon as the last thing I consume. We come for the live stream. We stay for the rants. That's right. You guys, that should be a shirt. I should start making shirts that say that, because that has become a thing I've heard often. So prophetic. Oh my God, I just saw Ninja Master. I think I saw you earlier. Ninja. Welcome, my friend Ninja. I feel like Ninja, we've gone over this probably every week, and I apologize if you have, but I feel like Ninja works late. Maybe like till 9 or 10 o'clock, something like that. I feel like Ninja works late or something. And if not, then I don't apologize, because then I just made this all up in my mind that Ninja works late. But I feel like Ninja has to jump in late for some reason. I love eel sushi. I do. Yes, okay. Ninja does. So I am partly correct. Jay's story time in the back or something. ViewMasters, I sent you a video on Patreon that helps new critters figure out where they may want to start with Critical Role 1, Campaign 1. Would recommend you watch it. The dude, I did see you wrote me something. I don't think I read it, though. I was posting all the Patreon today was a day. I got my Whoop. It took me 2 hours to set it up. I was late for my first job. Took my dad to his echocardiogram, which is the test that I had to wait 4 months for when he had his heart attack right before Christmas. I had to wait 4 months for this test. So this will pretty much tell me where he stands, and I'll find out Tuesday or Wednesday. So that was huge. I had to do the Whoop thing, had to do a job, take my dad for that, came home, posted all my Patreon videos for yesterday and today because I was behind, filmed 2 hours of videos, and then jumped right into the live stream. So today was a long day, but it was a good day. Nothing bad happened. It was just a busy day, but everything went good. Everything was according. I had a good day with my dad, had some lunch after the test. I feel like he did solid. So everything seems to be on the up and up. Jeffrey Birtles. I could get behind the waiting for the best for last. Yes, Jeffrey Birtles. Welcome. You might have been in here the whole time, but it's good to see you in the chat. The consensus to start C1 with episode 24 or episode 27. I'm allergic to seafood, unfortunately. I would die. But if I was allergic to seafood, I'd probably not know what I was missing. Then again, a lot of people I know that have tried seafood or eat seafood aren't fans of it. I eat the weirdest stuff, guys. Some of my favorite foods are things like people wouldn't even touch. Like I love tripe. There's a what is it again? I'm trying to think. Szechuan. There's a traditional Szechuan place by my house that does it's called oxtail, tripe, and tongue in a red hot chili pepper sauce. And it's not the band, it's a sauce, but it tastes delicious. And people look at it. My girlfriends, right now I'm single, but my ex-girlfriends used to look at it and be like, get the hell away from me. That is the most disgusting thing ever. I eat shredded pig's ears, like all this crazy stuff. And it's not for show. I just really enjoy it all ever so much. Go back to your earlier question, the pink furbolg is not Pumat. You will meet him later on. Okay, cool. So that isn't, but it's along the lines. Okay, along those lines. I know I've missed a lot of what you guys said. Starting C1 at episode 1 isn't a popular idea, but I like it because it helps to learn what Percy is like before the Briarwood arc and the Trial of the Take. The Trial of the Take episodes are good. That is Gormley, M. Gormley. Was we come for the... Oh, that's right. That's where I started. I started there for some reason. So prophetic. Definitely won't start at C1 at episode 1 like I would start C1 in the late 20s. Definitely wouldn't start C1 at episode 1. Okay. So people are saying, that's what we were talking about. That's why I had to go back. A lot of people are saying, don't do that. Don't start at episode 1. Let's go back to live. Indigor, I encourage violence. One of the good Tiberius lines. I encourage violence. See, that goes back to what I was thinking earlier in this episode. How if this was real life, I've said this many times in the live streams, if this was real life, I would handle things totally differently. And obviously we all probably would. It also depends on whether we had families and whether we're single and this and that. If I was in this game, I would encourage violence in the sense of bullying. I always say it. I don't warrant killing good people or hurting good people or even being mean in general, not even like physically harming them. But if we go against 9 dudes and it's 6 against 9, even if I don't know how physically elite these men are, I'm going at them. I'm going to fight them because in real life, I would be more tactical, more strategic. But if this is a game, first off, I'm confident we're better. 6 against 9, I'm thinking if anything, we're even. And I'm thinking beyond that. I'm thinking we're better. I'm thinking we're better than them. And at worst, we're even though they got 3 on us because we are the Mighty 9. And just the fact that we are the Mighty 9 makes me feel like we are as strong as 9. So I'll go against them. But regardless of that, I feel like we will still prevail. And usually if you guys go back and see my video game live streams, I usually did not prevail most of the time. I would run into battle like a crazy lunatic without buying potions. Like I was kind of ragging on Travis and Sam for spending 200 gold on healing potions. I would never buy healing potions, and that's probably horrible and stupid, and I'd be relying on other people to save me, so maybe that'd be selfish as well. But I wouldn't waste my money. I'd rather buy a hefty blade or some armor or something more tactical than a healing potion. I just feel like, I don't know. I don't need it. In my mind, I don't need it. Maybe I'll die, but I'll come back. I'll come back bigger and better and better. I don't want to waste my gold on healing potions. I never did. Even in every game I ever played growing up, I would gear up hardcore. I would level up. I would gear up. I barely ever bought elixirs or healing potions or tents or anything that you need. Antidotes. I remember there was games that would have antidotes that would heal you from things like poison and stuff like that. I never bought that shit. I would just let my guy ride it out. And if you didn't heal, you died. And then I'd heal you with something else or something. I don't know. I'd go wait till we get into a 10 and then you come back to life. I don't waste my money on antidotes and stuff. Healing potions are mega helpful. You're probably right. I'm not saying what I do is right. I'm just a lunatic in fighting games. I go so offensive that I don't do what's right. I probably just ride into battle like a crazy person. I tell people all the time, if I grew up in these times, like the Wild West and this time, I would probably be dead by now because I would probably do the most insane, unethical, ridiculous things and put myself in harm's way, which is, I admit is insane, but that's what I'm saying. This is like, if I lived the game is what I'm saying. In real life, I would know better to not be that person because I would be dead. That's the whole point. And there's a rant for you. I don't even know who I am anymore. Who else? Who is still all in here? I mean, we do have a decent amount of people still in here. Did Jester leave? I feel like, do you like squid? I love squid. I just saw Jester there. Jester, fried battered squid is amazing. I'm not even kidding you. Right after this, I have from the Italian restaurant down the street, I have a giant batch of fried calamari. Now, I know that's not quite the same as squid if you are talking about what I think you're talking about, but it's a form of it. Calamari, it's the tubes though. They're all tubes. So it's not quite the same as what you're saying, but I eat scungeel. My dad used to make pounds of scungeel salad. It's your tradition on, what is it? Vigilia. Italians celebrate Vigilia, which is right on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, we celebrate Vigilia. My dad makes scungeel salad. I eat squid and scungeel and calamari and all this seafood. Anything seafood I'll eat. I love it. But yes, that rant took us to the Wild West. Yes, it did. I apologize. I mean, yeah, like you said, you here for the rant. So, but yes, squid. I'm right after this. I have a giant thing of crinkle fries, fried calamari, and buffalo wings. I went to a bar, like I said earlier today. I went to lunch with my father to get a beer after his echocardiograph, and to go, I got a giant trio platter of fries, wings, and fried calamari, and that is the treat that I'm going to have at midnight after we close it off with us and I go make everything shut down and do Patreon. Midnight feast. I'm going to have I've been so good all week. I've been dieting, not really dieting, but like watching myself, watching my health, mainly because of my dad. It worries everybody, but I'm going to have my cheat feast tonight. Bonus action, take potion for self-action, give potion to others. See, that's the only thing. I feel like not buying potions would be selfish, because then other people would. And I feel like that's what I used to do in World of Warcraft. I feel like always everybody else had all in my mind, the worst jobs, because they had to do things that people needed you to do as opposed to things they wanted to do. And I always just did what I wanted to do. But I also sucked at the other things. I couldn't be a mage. I couldn't be a healer, like priests, stuff like that. I sucked at it. So like, you could have me be it if you want. I would have done it. If people wanted me to do it, I would have learned up on it and done it. But I just feel like I would have sucked. And then we all suffer. So I was better at I was best as a tank. And it sucks that I was like only good at that, but that's what I was. I was a tank. I was a tank. A big Tauren warrior. I was a Tauren warrior. Pistols O'Brien. Yo! This is not a video game. You can't come back as easily as loading your last save. Yeah, I know it. I know it's not quite the same, but I'm saying as opposed to real life. Like, I would make so many different choices, but obviously, and like I said, it also depends. Like, I'm single. I'm not married. I don't have kids, but I have parents who rely on me and stuff like that. I would do way less crazy things than I did 10 years ago now, because I know people rely on me and count on me. So it just depends on your situation too. 10 years ago, when everyone in my life was healthy and well, I was the biggest lunatic on wheels. I did everything under the sun and I was insane. And I didn't think about it because I'm like, what's the big deal? Who cares? Like, not that anyone wouldn't care. And I wasn't like suicidal or anything. I was just a crazy person. But I mean, I get why things change. As you get older, things change. You know, things are different. But you'd have to make a new character after every game. Oh, I'm missing something. I have to go back through. My first character died brutally, being eaten by locusts, was resurrected, and was never the same again. McGuigan, checking my radiator. Oh, have you checked? Guys, I hear my well, something's wrong with my radiator. Let me check. Radiator, are you okay? Ferris Bueller, you're my hero. My radiator's busted, guys. Radiator's busted. We're going to have, here we go, guys. I just got to recheck my radiator. We'll talk for like another 5 to 10 minutes, just because I'm getting frigging hungry and I'm exhausted. Leroy Jenkins. I like it. Leroy Jenkins. Half orc would be great for Jay. I was a Tauren warrior. These were my 2 World of Warcraft, and I still have the account. I had a Tauren warrior maxed out, and I had a Orc Hunter. I was obsessed with my Orc Hunter. The Tauren Warrior was my badass. That was like what I was best at. That was my best character. But my Orc Hunter, I had beast taming and like I could ride around with like I loved it. I loved it. I forget exactly what it was because honestly, it's probably been 5 to 6 years since I touched the game. And even then, there was probably like 5 years before that. And I tapped back in for a year or two. But I loved my Orc Hunter. I had like a wolf, some crazy wolf. I feel I did some like epic thing where you get like some kind of wolf pet or something. I can't remember. I'm getting too old. I'm forgetting my Orc Hunter. All right. You'd have to make a new character. Yeah, like that's what we were saying. So we've established Jay is a barbarian class. Oh, I didn't put it out. Jay is a barbarian class. Where now I have to go back and find where I'm lost. Now let's decide what race Jay will be. You'd have to make a new character, blah, blah, blah. I mean, he's white, right? Sorry, bad joke. I've always thought dwarf, barbarian, monk. I'm not kidding you. One of my favorites is always a dwarf. But I feel like it is limiting. I don't know what and this isn't like, I don't mean this meanly or anything. I don't know what the advantages to being a dwarf would be over to being something else. Like I want to look at it like what would the advantages of one thing be over another? I love dwarves. Gimli in Lord of the Rings, dwarves in general, like in the fantasy realm of things. I love that kind of character. I either love super, and you guys see Scanlan, Not, Jester, all tiny people. In like this kind of fantasy realm, I don't know why, but I always lean towards the tinier characters. In Star Wars, the Ewoks and the Jawas are like some of my favorite races. I don't know. It's just like the tinier, I don't know if it's that they're more adorable or something, or I don't know, because some of them are like violent. Like Molly, like when I saw the petite version of Molly in that, like this thing up here where is it still up there? Yeah, over here. Like the way Molly looks here, I just love the super deformed look. And that was like the way that role-playing games used to do things with Super Nintendo and everything. But higher wise or con? I think it's pros or con. Resistance to poison damage? Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what that is. If I knew more about running D&D online, I would get you and a few other crit roll reviewers together to play your first games. I said this before. I know some people that get together weekly that I know from the arcade, but I've never played with them. I've never like hung with them outside of the arcade. I see them at the arcade all the time. I've known them for years. Wisdom, W-I-S. Oh, Wisdom. I literally saw it as W-I-I-S, like Wi-Fi. I thought it was Wi-Fi. Higher wisdom or constitution, resistance to poison damage. See, like I'd have to take into account all that stuff. Like I'm just going based on aesthetics. Like how would I like to look? How would I like to play my character? But I'd have to go deep and find out like what kind of skill levels you know and where you could go, because obviously there's different paths for different races and classes and stuff like that. I mean, you'd have to really tap into it beyond just the way you look and like what you'd want. Like you can't just look at like a fantasy movie or game or something like that and be like, that's what I want to be. It's way deeper than that. Bugbear or Hobgoblin? If I knew more about I already saw that. I think Zealot Barbarian, if he's going to be that crazy about it. What is a Zealot Barbarian? Jay's Barbarian Bugbear. I feel like his class would be TCE Warrior Sidekick. What is TCE? I'm like reading everything backwards. Right now I'm cooking up a backstory for my is that an Arrowcran cleric? I don't know what that is. An Arrowcran cleric. I have to read it so slow. An Arrowcran cleric. First off, dwarf master race, but I think he'd be a bigger beast race, maybe Minotaur or Ogre. That's what, like, I dig Minotaurs. That's why half orc would be great too. That's why I was like an orc. The orc hunter, see, when I was a Tauren, I feel like a Tauren is maybe more similar to a Minotaur, so to speak. But I feel like the Tauren and a minute, I felt like a Tauren was like too big, like almost too much, like like an elephant or something like that. The orc, I feel like orcs are like solid dudes, like especially like bulkier, bigger, more like muscular. I mean, you could be any kind of orc. It almost seems like the Uruk-hai. I always think of Uruk-hai when I think of like muscular orcs. Uruk-hai from Lord of the Rings. That's like what I would like want to be. Like I like bows. I told you guys, the funny thing is I've never done archery in my life. I've probably shot a bow like drunkenly or a few times, like just like randomly. Like I've definitely held bows and I've definitely probably shot one or two, maybe not well at all, but I love bows. I love Chewbacca with his like laser crossbow. I love everything about crossbows. So I would probably want to use a crossbow or something like that and just be some like diesel Uruk-hai. Like that's what they did. They would shoot bows and stuff. But I mean, it also probably isn't the greatest choice because there's probably better things. I don't know. Oh my God. Aero Cockra. I think it's Aero Kokra. That sounds right. Aarakocra. That would be like a half orc in D&D. A half orc in D&D. It's cool to start out at a surface level and develop as you go. I think you're saying a half orc in D&D would be like a Uruk-hai. Yeah, okay, yeah, there it is, McGuigan. Yeah, the Uruk-hai. Yeah, that's what I always pictured. I wasn't sure if Uruk-hai was like its own thing. Oh my God. How well can you crush a dex? How well you dodge a con? How you do eating a rotten intelligence knowing? I mean, oh, I see what you're doing. There's all sorts of things in there. Charisma, intelligence. That is a thing right there, Ninja Master. Speaking of unoptimized, I've been thinking about multi-classing them into a bard inspired by a certain someone. So unoptimized might super fun, but unoptimized but super fun. Holy shit! Honestly, a bard. I've always, even in the fighting games. I mean, the role playing games and stuff. Bards did always kind of interest me in the sense that they were like, I don't know. I mean, everyone's unique and different, but something about them just like struck me as something totally outside the realm of what I'd think of in like that kind of thing. Like it made sense to me. You have a wizard, you have a rogue, you have a warrior, you have a ninja or something. But a bard always like was odd to me because they were more like art. They were like an artist. They're like a musician or something like that. And I always used to be like, something drew me to them based on the fact that I'm just like, it's interesting that someone that's like an artist could be somebody that would be helpful in a situation like that. And I would always kind of lean towards them. In one of the games, there was one that would play like a lute. I feel like it was maybe Lunar. It was like a guy that had like a thing. I don't know what I'm thinking of. Barbarian, man, gotta love it. Bardbarian. Yes, that's right. The Bardbarian. I love it. I say furbolg for J. A furbolg. They're so weird the way it sounds. A furbolg. It sounds like you're like vomiting. I like it better to not min, max, or optimize characters are almost always more fun. Little Drummer Boy is a bard. Little Drummer Boy. Strength equals SRT. Yes, thank you, Ninja Master. Constitution. I want to see if I got any of them wrong. Strength, dexterity. Okay, I think I pretty much got them all. Intelligence. Yeah, I saw. I've always preferred playing rogues, but I am a bard in real life. I'm playing a lore bard in my current campaign. Super not my personality, but really fun to play. That's what I think. That if I was to play something outside of my personality, I think I'd do a bard because I don't play an instrument. I always kind of wish I had, but like never enough where I've done it. But I always kind of was like, I kind of wish I played the drums. Like if I ever could play an instrument well, I think I'd want to play the drums. If not that, the guitar. But I feel like a lot more people play the guitar, and I feel like the drums are just more interesting and unique to me, probably because I've seen so many people play the guitar. I probably have a dozen friends that are very good at guitar. So I see the guitar all the time. But all the men in my family have played the drums. So I've seen the drums played well by family members, but probably not nearly as much as the guitar because I just have more friends that play guitar. But drums is probably the way I'd go. And I always kind of was like, I wish I did. But like if I was ever to be outside my wheelhouse, I probably would be a bard just because it's so different than what I am. I'm not like an artsy kind of person unless you consider like this kind of stuff artsy. But I don't draw. I don't play music. I don't play musicians. I don't play musical instruments. I don't paint. I mean, I'm just like a laborer that does this because I enjoy movies and games and television and everything else. Drums are super fun. Join us. Bards can be all types. Don't necessarily have to be musical. The dude JB. I want to see. I'm playing a Lord. I got up. And the MSH MLP ones. The dude. Yeah, I basically everything other than some one shots. What is MSH MLP? I know My Little Pony. Is that My Little Pony? I'm assuming it's My Little Pony. What is SMH? Mashups? One of my players was a bard, then basically did Yo Mama jokes to give inspiration. I like that. See, stuff like that's interesting. Stuff like that's interesting where you could like take something like that and make it part of the game, but it's also like entertainment's sake, but serves a purpose. I dig stuff like that. But guys, I think since I'm caught up in the chat, and we're all kind of just rolling with things, I think I'm going to call it there. I think tomorrow I have a job in the morning. I think I'm going to do Campaign 2, Episode 9. I think I'm going to do Part 1 of Campaign 9. Campaign 9. Yeah, there's Campaign 9. I think I'm going to do Part 1 of Episode 9. Post it. And then I might take the rest of the day off. And then Sunday, Barry starts. And I'm going to probably post Talks Machina. I'll post the second half of episode 1, maybe the first half of episode 2 for Talks Machina, and then I'm going to do Barry. I think it comes out at 9 o'clock tomorrow or Sunday night. So I think I'm going to take the second half and the morning of Sunday off, probably do some Talks Machina, and then jump into Barry. So I'm exhausted. We've been on for a good 3 hours. I'm exhausted. I need to eat. I need nourishment. I thank all you guys as usual. Everybody in the chat, I'm going to do my run through and I'm going to finish these drinks. So you feel free to stay here while we do our read along while I chug my drink. We've got starting, I'm going to start from bottom to top and then back again. The Dude JB, Indigore, Jeffrey Birtles, Ninja Master, M. Gormley. Gormley. I'm taking a drink for you because I got your name incorrect. M. Gormley, Ray, Daniel O'Day, McGuigan, Lace-Apaki, my moderators, the Dude JB, Lace-Apaki. Who do I don't want to repeat him because God forbid. Rated, mostly new to the chat. Ray also was mostly new to the chat, even though you guys have been here before. I think, yeah, Rated, I think said he was too. Colvin, Pistols O'Brien. I was like, I don't see another new name. D. I say it like that because there's 4 of them. I also had a friend named D. I've told you guys many times. Lixum. I don't know if that is still how it's pronounced. I know you've probably clarified it for me many times, but Liqsom. Lixum, if you're still here. I think I went far enough back where I covered pretty much all of you. Ray, McGuigan, Jester's Sketchbook is still here. Beth, I did not shout you out. I saw your name in the chat, and I don't know if I said it. Nuckin' Futz, I did not say you as well. Jeffrey Birtles, I said. D, Ray. Guys, have a glorious night. Have a great weekend. I will see you Sunday with part 1 of episode 9, and we will continue our lives on this journey. And then, like I said, once I do Barry on Sunday, which is this coming Sunday night, I will post part 1 I'll do Barry, and then I'll see how the edit goes. If it goes up without a problem, which I feel it will, because HBO doesn't usually give me very much struggle, then maybe we'll start rolling with Campaign 1 or something else. Who knows? You guys, love you all. Take care. Peace.